I'm going to try to check for the next few days what is the best camera for vlogging, because I usually have 3 cameras and I'm trying to decide which one to use. Each one is different and each one has their potential. I just need to find the one that's the best for me. I promised yesterday that I would go for a run with my daughter in the morning. And we are going for a walk. It's before 7. Yesterday I thought that we could come here in the morning and just run few laps. It was a good idea yesterday, but today I think we'll just walk around, make few kilometers and then go back home, because it's starting to rain and I'm more on the mood of Nintendo Switch and sofa rather than running. It started to rain, we made 2 laps running, but it started to rain, so I have to go back home and sit in the sofa.
No!
So for the past week I've been testing 3 different cameras, and I wanted to find out which one would be the best camera to actually use for vlog. Today I'm going to be mainly using the Insta360 GO 3S, which is the smallest camera I have. Now I'm taking it on the pod, but in the gym I'm going to take it just the camera without the pod. For vlogging, choosing the camera is not really about the quality of the image, but I'm looking for something that it's more like which camera fits well for my life or how I use it on recording videos. For that you have to know that I'm a father, I have kids, we like to travel, we like to go to the park, we like to do our family activities, and I need something that actually does not require to carry a backpack with different lenses and to change. I think this became one of my favorite cameras to use. I've made more than 100 videos, edit them, and I still feel anxious when I have to talk publicly. But with this camera, it gets so easier to put it someplace and one sees it. I don't know, I don't feel uncomfortable with this. So this is more for people that want to show the real life and not for the filmmakers that are usually more obsessed over the specs and the teeny tiny details, but for people that wants to make the everyday vlog of their walks, their family life, travel, coffee runs, or seated moments, and talking to the camera. And what I'm going for is how easy it is to use. Grab it and start recording. How portable it is, and how quick you can set up and get the most out of the camera. One day the plants will eat that scooter. So I think I always end up by using the camera that I have closer to me, and it's the easiest one to use. Today I'm testing the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which from all the 3 cameras, this is the one that takes more space in my pocket. But I think it's one of the easiest ones to use, and one of the ones with the best quality of image. I know it doesn't matter that much, but also try not to look ridiculous in public, something that I actually care about, even if other people in public do not care about what you're doing. If the camera has a decent audio, stabilization, and if actually the camera makes something that is really important, makes me want to film more. Let's talk a bit more about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I used my 3D printer to make extra stuff, so it makes my life more comfortable. One of them is, instead of using this to transport the camera, I printed this. This is just simple box that when it closes protects the gimbal, protects the screen, and I don't know, it just feels easier to transport it in my pocket than this. And also I printed a holder for the microphone, so I have the microphone always pointed at me here on the side part of the camera. So this holder I printed just keeps the mic here sideways. It's a cold shoe, and it just makes it easier when I'm walking, and I don't like to have the microphone on my shirt. I don't like how it looks, so I think this is a good way to avoid that. Some points. Some cameras actually allow you to get more confidence in talking in public, because they are not big, they are not too bulky, they are easy to carry around. So when you have the combo creator, you can also attach it with a tripod somewhere. Just put it, for example, now I put just on the edge of a window, and it's following me, and I can do this. So this is also cool that I can do it and then take the camera with me and continue walking, no problem. I have to admit that I have a lot of problems in deciding which camera is the best. So there are a few things that annoyed me while taking the cameras with me, and some that don't. For example, let's start with the DJI Osmo Pocket. Even if it's a very small camera, I feel that I cannot carry it in my pocket because it's quite big, so I'll have to have a fanny pack or something to carry with me. But it's still an amazing camera and really easy to just flip the screen and start recording. Well, the advantage of iPhone is that even if I forget to bring any of those cameras, I have iPhone with me. He looks like a piglet running. The iPhone, it's an amazing camera. It's probably, from all the 3 that I'm checking today, iPhone is probably the most dynamic one. Has 3 lenses, front camera, front lens, and it allows me to make zoom and to get shots that the other 2 cameras, I can say right now, will not allow me. And the Insta360 is the smallest one, and happened a few times that I just take the camera without the pod and I record with that. I can connect it with my phone if I need it to really frame the shot, but it's so wide that it's really easy to frame it. I'm just taking the pod. This will stay, and I'll just take this on my pocket. It's the easiest to carry with me. Is the camera that surprised me the most, to be honest. The Insta360 started to be a camera that I just used it for POVs, and I use it just for that specific thing. So I wanted to make it more immersive, so I'll just put the camera on my chest and take it to show the POV situation. And I really never treated this camera as a full-on camera, and I have to admit that I was wrong. This camera has great sound, has a very negative point that you cannot connect any extra microphone on this, but has great sound. It works really well when you are outside. These are the conditions where this camera shines. I'm outside, the sun is hitting me, there's a lot of light. The quality of image is really good when this happens. You can see everything. I'm actually using the 2x zoom that this camera has. I don't know if it will lose a lot of resolution, but this is when you have the best quality of this camera. It's the worst from all the three in terms of low light, but if you are ashamed of looking like an idiot, this is the camera to go, because it's just so small that you don't feel the cringiness of carrying this camera with you. It's very wide, so you can have it actually quite close to you to have just your face on the frame and make it as you want. From all the three, after spending a week, this is the camera that surprised me the most, because I take it to the gym, I take it to the park with my kids, I put it in the car, I get shots that I could not get with any of those cameras. And actually, I kind of started to play a game. Where can I put this camera to try to show something more interesting than just the typical shots? And I loved it. So to be honest, after spending a week, I don't think that I have a universal winner. Each camera has a strong side. I love the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for talking shots. I loved it while I was in New York. I would take it again with me. The iPhone 17 Pro, it's an amazing camera with such nice specs that it just makes it up for everything. Like, I can make beautiful images. I can make it more cinematic on this camera. The Insta360 GO 3S is the most convenient camera to have it in my pocket. Plus the accessories that comes with just makes vlogging a pleasure. I'm going to limitate myself on the next videos and use just one of these cameras and record a full daily life vlog or some trip with just a camera, and try to use these limitations that each one of them has to see if in the end is there actually a better camera, or after making that I'm going to make a day using all the three, trying to get the best of each camera to create a full day. Consider to subscribe so you can follow and try to have your own opinion about this.